Today I'm going to talk about something a little personal, how it felt when I first set out to get a loan. In the beginning, I felt overwhelmed. I realized though that each misstep actually ended up teaching me something. It taught me something invaluable, and understanding the loan process can be the deciding factor in securing your financial support that you'll need to get a mortgage. So in this video, I'm going to guide you through the lessons that I personally learned going through the loan process. And I'm going to take it a step further and combine that with the knowledge that I've gained over the last 6 years being a licensed loan officer and helping people purchase their first home. Some of these same strategies and tips that I'm going to share with you today are the ones I've shown others, actually over 100 first-time homebuyers, that make their journey simple, easy, and fun. What are the key steps in the loan process? Initially, I was clueless about the loan process. I didn't understand it really, even though I was already in the real estate business as what we call a wholesaler. Now, YouTube did give me some ideas, but it ended up confusing me more than anything. It became a rabbit hole of all this information. I didn't know which one I can actually trust. But I did get one thing. Breaking down the loan process into manageable steps actually helped me. It made everything easier because you can see the guidelines and you can see what comes next. This is something I actually use now, fast forward, to help my clients. I give them what I call a train stop so they can see what's coming next inside of the loan. First, you need to know the difference between a pre-approval and a pre-qualification. See, with the pre-qualification, you don't actually give the loan officer any documents, no physical email. You don't email them anything. It's just questions, but it's not concrete proof. What does that mean? Just because you're pre-qualified for it, once they see your documents, they might not give you that same amount. Now, with the pre-approval, you give the loan officer the actual financial documents like income statements and tax returns. And this will give you an idea of what you will qualify for. Obviously, they also run your credit and they do more, but that's a pre-approval. Now, with your pre-approval information, your next step is to find a great, not regular, not an okay, but a great realtor to work with so you can find your house. Here's what I did. I approached multiple realtors to see who I felt the most comfortable working with. I interviewed them, I asked them questions, and then I said, okay, I'm choosing you. Now, once you find that realtor, they'll help you find a house you like and put in what we call an offer. Once it's accepted, your attorney gets involved, all the legal paperwork gets started, while your loan officer starts the file to have you apply for the loan. It proceeds to underwriting, where the lender is going to verify all the financial information, all the background, a few more steps, appraisal, things like that. And finally, if all goes well, which it will if you get the right loan officer, wink, wink, you go to what we call closing. Now, closing is where the loan is finalized. You sign the paperwork, the funds are released, and it finally becomes your home. Each stage was a learning opportunity that I can now share with you. That was an overview of it. Of course, it's more detailed than that. I just want you guys to get an understanding of the steps. And like I said, if you ever want to know more or more detailed, I did do another video about, I'll put it right here real quick, and then you can come back to this video. How do I choose the right type of loan? Choosing the right type of loan felt like picking a needle in a haystack. Initially, I considered personal loans, auto loans, and mortgages. I thought they were all the same. No. Different loans for different things. Key was aligning the loan type with my financial situation. For instance, I leaned towards a fixed rate loan with a 30-year payment. Now, some people might be like, oh, wait, why did you go to that? Because it fit my financial stability and fit my comfortability. Now, talking to friends who had gone through the loan process can give you a lot of real world insight and actually kind of help cut through a lot of the marketing jargon for a lot of people. And sometimes If you talk to the wrong people, they might convince you, wait, you don't need to buy a house. So just be careful who you're talking with and who you're comparing interest rates, terms, and flexibility of payments, because their loan, their situation might not be yours. A lot of my clients, they like talking to people, which is perfectly fine. You're allowed to talk to people, ask them. But if they aren't comparing oranges to oranges, you might think they're getting a better deal, but you just find out that, hey, they're doing a 2-to-1 buy down, or maybe they're actually paying more to the interest rate to get that better interest rate, or they're doing a 15-year, or they're doing an adjustable rate mortgage. You don't know what they're doing. So sometimes don't believe the hype. Now, I also gained valuable insights by attending an online seminar on financial literacy, which helped me better assess my needs versus the loan types available. It made this extremely easy, and I helped you guys by even creating a playlist that shows you things first-time home buyers need to look at, need to understand, and it's simple. You don't have to go anywhere. You don't have to pay anything. It's right here on my YouTube channel. So if you know someone who's looking to buy, you could send them that playlist. It's here to help you. That's why I create these videos. I just want to make sure you're going through an easier process than what I went through. Because as you guys know, I got denied multiple times when I was purchasing my house. What factors affect my loan approval? My loan officer once mentioned that a little known factors that could make or break your application. This could not be more true. Number one, credit score. It seems obvious, but what about the debt to income ratio? See, improving my credit by understanding it through free credit score providers was crucial, but understanding my debt to income ratio allowed me to understand how much I'm actually getting approved for. I also learned that the importance of maintaining a low debt to income ratio by paying down existing debts before applying. This step significantly impacted my approval and the odds of me actually getting it accepted instead of getting denied like I was previously. Finally, having collateral or a cosigner can be a game changer. Now, most times we use collateral when you're doing an investment, but if you're purchasing a first-time home, we don't really care for collateral. But a cosigner can increase your debt to income ratio, and it can also approve you for more money. Not could, it usually always does, unless the cosigner doesn't fit, and then we'll tell you, wait, don't use this cosigner. So in securing a better loan rate or approval, particularly if your credit isn't perfect, a cosigner can help you, but we'll still look at your credit. Don't get it confused. Just because you bring someone with the perfect credit and your credit is bad, we're like, okay, that's great, but we still have to use the lowest person's middle score. So that being said, if that's you, we're going to say, hey, my team and I will help you. We'll refer you to different people who will fix credit and will help you get you on the right track. We create that financial plan so you can succeed. No one fails. 2025, everyone's getting approved. Mr. Marcelle's approving everyone. Step number 4, look at the fees. Let's call them hidden fees. One of the most surprising lessons I learned was the numerous amount of hidden fees in the loan. Administrating fees, processing fees, early repayment fees on some loans, loan application fees. With each loan officer, I found myself digging and uncovering all these fees and like, wait, what are these? The fees could be a lot. And if you're not prepared for it, it can shock you. And it'll be like, wait, hold on, what? I have to do this, I have to do this. So actually calling up like the processor, if you have the number, or calling your loan officer directly, they should be able to explain each one of those fees. If they can't explain it, something is wrong. These fees have to be explained and understand why they're important. Do I really need this? Is there any way you can lower this? Can you help me out with something? Closed mouths don't get fed. Ask them about everything. Anything you're concerned about, ask. You'll see a lot of these, especially if the loan officer is good, in the LE or even before you get to it, they'll tell you, hey, these are the fees associated with it. That's what I do. I break it down so it's no shocking awe. I don't want hidden fees. I want fees that you already know about. And don't worry, we put it aside in your closing costs already. So you're already prepared for it. Boom. That's what you want. Now, talking about these fees actually reminds me of a story. You guys should know who Oprah Winfrey is, right? You get one, you get one, you get one, you get a car, you get a car, right? Well, Oprah Winfrey shared some of her buying experience, especially buying her first home in an interview, where she reflected on her journey. The journey to success isn't always easy. She described it as a moment of both exhilarating, excitement, and also intimidating. A true leap of adulthood. When you're buying that house, it's like you're no longer a child anymore. You're going through real issues. You're going through the loan process. You're becoming an adult. You have this bill that you're going to be paying for the next 30 years. It's a way of, well, at least for me, and I guess Oprah felt the same way, obviously, but it was a way of crossing over to like, wow, I'm actually an adult now. And the financial independence. Oprah recalls sitting in the office of the real estate broker, surrounded by paperwork that seemed overwhelming. And at first glance, she was afraid. She had to overcome the financial jargon that came with buying a home. A lot of loan officers, realtors, they don't break it down. They've been in the business so long, they automatically assume everyone knows what FHA is, what conventional is. Sometimes we need to take a step back and we have to work on our speech so it makes it easier. But at the time, no one was doing that for Oprah. Oprah took actions and steps to educate herself so she could understand what they were saying. She had to take that first step. She asked countless questions, no matter how fundamental they seemed. Oprah emphasized the importance of not being afraid, to seek clarity on terms, conditions, which all allowed her to grasp the concepts better. And she also credited it to a trusted financial advisor who did guide her through the process, helping her understand what she was about to do, helping her understand the mortgage rates, closing costs, and other complex aspects of purchasing a property. I want to be that person for you. I'm not a financial advisor, but I am a licensed loan officer, and I'm here to help you understand the process and walk you through. Step 5, real life impact and advice. Hearing from others who have been through the same process, as I said before, is invaluable. Just make sure they give you good information and not bad information, which is kind of hard. But if you're watching this YouTube, you're on the right track. So when you hear stuff like, wait, that might be right. No, that might be wrong. A close friend shared to me how their experience was and what it taught them, the importance of patience and due diligence, which ultimately saved them money and time. And we both know those things are important. The common thread in all of the stories is the importance of education and preparation. Don't hesitate to seek out workshops, webinars, and advice from financial advisors, loan officers, good realtors, loan officers like me, which I do tons of information all about this stuff. I hope, if you made it this far in the video, I hope you're feeling more confident. Matter of fact, I don't hope, I know you're feeling more confident and you're ready to tackle your own loan process with the right help, of course, because you have to be licensed. I need you to understand that each step is all a learning opportunity. Understanding the ins and outs of this journey will empower you to make better decisions for you and your family. You're not doing this just for yourself. You're doing this for your legacy. You're doing this to show everyone you could do it. Maybe you're breaking generational curses. You're being the first one in your family to buy a house. Whatever your reason is, this video, these steps, understanding this process is empowering you to make better decisions. And I'm happy for you. You will make those right financial decisions because you took the time to understand. If you want to keep receiving information like this and valuable insights, tips, exclusive content directly from me, click the link in the bio, sign up to what I call the Marcelle Minute, which is your weekly dose of financial real estate information, giving you updates about the market, new videos that's coming up, asking you questions, and seeing how I can better serve you. I want to make sure that I'm giving you guys the best information and creating the best videos from you. So you guys get to tell me what videos you want and stuff like that. And it just creates a better connection and allows you to get firsthand information before it hits my YouTube. You get it first. Bing. See that every week? Bing, bing, bing. All these financial information is giving you updates about the market. You're going to be so good. Wait, you might not need me. With all this information, you're going to learn and become a loan officer. And before you go, you don't want to miss my last video where I took the daring challenge of getting a 1099, aka a self-employed first-time home borrower pre-approved in just 48 hours. I'm telling you, it was crazy. It was nail biting. I was like, oh my God, am I gonna do this? Am I gonna do this? What if I fail? I already started the video. I already started recording it. If I fail, what happens? It was nail biting. It was like, oh my God, if I fail, what am I gonna do? No, how? It was crazy. But I think you guys will enjoy it. So make sure you click on this video right here to see that video.